Coming up next, it's a UFC featherweight division fight. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the field.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 141 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand here.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Oh, big knee to the body, man alive. He blocks the punch. Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt.
Let's pressure forward and get the takedown now.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Big punch land.
Oh! Huge kick to the head. Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1. Clean with the right hook.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
2 minutes to go in the round.
Big body kick. inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed. Oh, nice right hand.
We need to get a takedown now.
Less than a minute to go now in our opening round.
Let's go. Let's get that.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
The guard lands the right hand. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook. Oh, that straight punch is going to be a real problem if they can't make the adjustment.
A real problem. He needs to move his head defensively if he's going to avoid getting hit so many times to the face.
Not a bad round, but you're forcing those leg kicks too much. Let's not do that. We have to let it come naturally, just like we've trained.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, here we go with our next round. His opponent is going to need some Motrin later tonight. How about all those strikes to the head he absorbed in the previous round?
He is not moving his head. He's trying to walk forward. He's a pressure fighter, sure, but he's trying to walk forward with no head movement, and he is paying the price for it by getting hit over and over in the face.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Kick to the body by Lee. Oh, it's a beautiful kick right there. I don't know if you've ever been kicked by a mule. Probably feels something like that.
It has to. This guy is landing his kick with so much force.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Oh, body kick attempt here. It's no good. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Really making good use of his reach advantage there with that punch.
Stay focused.
Look at how he turned his hip over when he throws that kick.
You can't take too much more pressure.
Try to establish that jab.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Body kick is blocked.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Nice 1-2 there. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
20 seconds to go, round two.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And that's the end of round number two.
Boom, body kick right there, landed perfect.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick. And watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt. Nice punch lands.
Just misses with the jab. Lands flush with that right hand.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Beautiful strike.
Oh, and he caught the kick.
Beautiful body kick.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Unable to connect with the right. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt fast. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Just missed on the overhand leg. 20 seconds left. Went for the inside leg kick. All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight he would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability.